Good day, everyone. Our topic for this day is about factoring polynomials, the difference of two squares. Our objective is to factor completely the polynomials with difference of two squares. Hello, welcome to my video tutorial, and I am Ma'am Annie. For this topic of factoring polynomials with difference of two squares, we will proceed first. What are the square numbers? Okay, so when we say square numbers, these are the results from multiplying a number by itself. Okay, so examples, we have 9 is a square number of 3. Okay, 9 is a square number. 49 is a square number of 7. 81 is a square number of 9. Okay, so when it comes to variable, okay, we have x squared is a square number of x. And y raised to 4 is a square number of y squared. So now, you will have a short activity on your notebook. Kindly list all the square numbers from 1 to 15 without using calculator. So here are the square numbers from 1 to 15. We have 1, which is a square number of 1. We have also 4 is a square number of 2. 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100, 121, 144, 169, 196, and 225, which is a square number of 15. And there are many square numbers existing. In variables, we have x squared is equal to x squared. We have y raised to 4, that is the square of y squared. 4m squared, that is square of 2m. And 144y raised to 4 is equal to 12, which is the square of 12y squared. So let's proceed with difference of two squares. There are two conditions. The first one is there must be two terms that are both square numbers. And there must be a minus sign between the two terms. One example of it is x squared minus 25. X squared and 25 are square numbers and there is a minus sign between them, as well as 144 minus x squared and y raised to 4 minus 36. So what are the non-examples of those uh, binomials? The first, we have x squared plus 25. Though x squared and 25 are square numbers, but there is a plus sign between them. Another is 20 minus x squared. We have a minus sign and x squared, but 20 is not a perfect square number. As well as the third example, y raised to 5 is not a perfect square number in this binomial. So now we will proceed to factoring the difference of two squares. We have to take note that the difference of two squares is equal to the product of the sum and difference of those terms. You will use f squared minus l squared, where f is the first term and l is the last term. It is equal to, open and close parentheses, it is equal to the product of the sum and difference of first term, and last term. First example, factor x squared minus 25. To factor this, first, we have to write each term in exponential form. Okay? So, x squared is a square number of x. And then 25 is a square number of 5. In this, we have identified that x is the first term and 5 is the last term. Next, we have to write two sets of open and closed parentheses. Each set is representing one factor in this binomial. In this, we are expecting two factors. Then write plus and minus between each set. Ang position ng operation ay pwede kahit saan. Pwede dito yung minus, dito naman yung plus. And then, next is write the first terms. We have x. Yung x na ito ay galing dito. Then, copy the last term which is 5. After this, let us check kung yung mga factors natin ay kaya pang i-factor ulit. In this case, hindi na kailangang i-factor ito. Therefore, the factors now of x squared minus 25 are x plus 5 and x minus 5. It can be read as the quantity of x plus 5 times the quantity of x minus 5. To check if our answers are correct, x plus 5 and x minus 5, we are going to multiply those two factors using the FOIL method. Okay, first term, we have x times x squared. Outer terms, x times negative 5x. Then inner terms, we have 5 times x, 5x. And then last terms, we have 5 times negative 5 equals negative 25. So, combining like terms, kung pinag-plus natin ito magiging, yan ay magiging 0. Okay, so kung 0 yan, ang matitira na lang ay x squared minus 25. So, from this, we already proved that the factors of the given binomial is these factors. Example number 2. We have 144 minus x squared. Ganun pa rin ang gagawin natin. Rewrite each term as a square number. 144 is a square number of 12. And x squared is a square of x. And this, we have identified that 12 is the first term and x is the last term. Next, write two sets of open and close parentheses with plus and minus. Then copy down the first term that we have earlier. And then last term which is x. Observe again if each term can be factored. In this case, hindi na kailangan. Therefore, the factors of 144 minus x squared are 12 plus x and 12 minus x. Or quantity 12 plus x times the quantity of 12 minus x. Let us have example number 3. Factor 16x squared plus 9y squared. Medyo mahirap ng konti dahil sa isang term ay pinagsama na natin ng constant at ang variable. This, we rewrite first again each term as a square number. 16x squared is a square number of 4x and 9y squared is a square number of 3y. And then we have identified the first term as x and 3y as the last term. Open and close parentheses with plus and minus. Copy the first term for x and copy the last term as 3y. Observe again if each factor ay kaya pa bang i-factor uli. In this case again, hindi na kailangan i-factor. So therefore, the factors are 4x plus 3y and 4x minus 3y. Or quantity 4x plus 3y times the quantity of 4x minus 3y. So number 4, 16x raised to 4 minus 81. Use again this form. Rewrite each term into a square number. 16x raised to 4 is a square number of 4x squared. And then 81 is a square number of 9. And then write two sets of open close parentheses. Copy the first term and last term. Let us observe again if each factor ay kaya pa bang i-factor uli. 4x squared plus 9 ay hindi kailangan ng i-factor since meron tayong positive and hindi na siya kayang i-factor. And let us check the another factor. We have 4x squared minus 9. As we observe, 4 is a square number, x squared also a square number. 9 is also a square number, and there is a minus between them. This means that this factor ay kaya pang i-factor. So, do it again, the step by step. 4x squared is a square number of 2x, and 9 is a square number of 3. First term is 2x and the last term is 3. So copy the first term and last term. Let us observe again kung kaya pang i-factor 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. Hindi na. So therefore, ang mga factors natin ay ito. The factors are 4x squared plus 9, which is ito yung naiwan. And then another, we have 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. Or quantity 4x plus 9 times the quantity of 2x plus 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 3. Let us have our brain exercise. I will give 5 items for you to answer. Factor completely the following binomials below. You may pause this video for you to have time to solve for this exercise. So here are the answers. I do hope na meron tayong tutunan ngayon about factoring polynomials with difference of two squares. But before we end this video, I want to share one quote from Brian Tracy. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Say thank you to everyone you will meet for everything they do for you. Thank you and God bless.